We have been expecting you, Ghost of Sparta. The gods are far too powerful for us to defeat now.
All on Olympus tremble at my name. Zeus is weak. Ares and Athena are dead, and I wield the blade. We can win the Great War, but not in this time. Together, we will destroy the petty gods, and we will see Olympus crumble before us. Come with me, Gaia. Return to my time. Victory awaits.
We have faced far worse than this one fallen mortal. But we are the gods. We whom the mortals worship. We who rule over this land. We who will not be swept aside by this petulant fool. Brothers, put aside the petty grievances that have splintered us for so long. We will unite, we will stand together, and I will wipe out this plague. Olympus will prevail.
Zeus, your son has returned! I bring the destruction of Olympus!
And we will continue on that in God of War 3. So that's God of War 2. Kind of one of the more difficult Let's Plays I've done in some time, because the game is in general pretty hard. I can't really remember the last time I did a game that was kind of hard, besides maybe Batman Arkham Asylum, and maybe one of the Sly games. What am I talking about? Sly games are kind of easy. But yeah, God of War 2, one of my favorite games ever. At least it's only joined by most of the Zelda games, a few Mario games, Resident Evil 4, Uncharted 2 maybe, Dead Space 1 and 2, etc. So all that's left is, well, first I have to finish up Ratchet and Clank Going Commando, and then I have to also do... Then I'm basically on to God of War 3 and Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arsenal. And then I'm kind of done with both series for a while. I'm going to move on to other games. Guys, I've got to thank you all for sticking by with me for this in the first game. It's been really fun, and I actually do feel a lot better now that I finally LP'd both these games. These two games, God of War 1 and 2, were part of what I actually wanted to Let's Play in general, because I wanted to explain my theories, my thoughts on things, and some strategies. But I think I did a pretty good job, and I think this is overall better gameplay than my first walkthrough for God of War 2. I don't think it's quite improved as, say, God of War the original, but overall I'm content. Now, a few things here and there are going to be explained by in God of War 3, like the thing with Kratos and Zeus being family, and, you know, by extension, Kratos and the gods, along with other story things. I would still say to try this and the first game out. God of War 2 is very hard to get into for sheer difficulty, and how the beginning of the game, it's very hard to get started because of the Trolls experience, how low your health is, how much damage enemies do. All of the ores being decreased in half. But I think this is the best in the series because of the difficulty. God of War 3 gets points for its amazing presentation. And for being the most balanced game, because God of War, there were a lot of easy exploits and everything in the game. And this game is just really, really brutal on you. God for Free, it's hard, but I never once felt like I was gonna smash my controller. In this game, when I was first going for Titan, I was like, oh my god, how am I gonna beat this? You guys can probably guess what? How am I gonna do that? And translator. This game is also where I think the series really started to take over some of the additions. And I think it's actually the whole credit sequence. It's kind of short, surprisingly. I think I'm going to show a few extra things here and there before we're done with this. And then before I continue going Commando and then get God for Free. My rank is, of course, God, but I'm not going to say my progress. Weight of Olympus, treasures. So, anyway, I'm going to show this again in case you guys missed it. You have, these are the Vault costumes. You have Kratos, God of War. These will give you increased attributes, and they'll also decrease some. This one is Magic and Health. Hydra Armor gives you extra health. Dark Odyssey gives you better range to the Titan Orbs. Athena is magic. I think she actually doesn't have that many decreases. Hercules. I believe this is attack power, actually. General Kratos is experience. He's the only one whose attributes I remember off the top of my head. His attributes are experience orbs are increased, but all the value of orbs and all of his attack power is decreased by half overall. By extension, this is the worst costume in the game, but he has the strongest collisions overall. So General Kratos challenges are actually quite common in the community. And then we have the God Armor, what we're wearing at the beginning of the game. This is apparently the same armor Reese had. That's what people claim. I don't know if you really see it. But this gives you not only increased armor, but all of your stats are doubled. Some of these costumes might have like a multiplier of 3 or 75%. But this one just has a double and everything, so it's the best overall. An interesting thing is that with the God Armor and General Kratos, Blades of Athena will repaint their blue glow. They won't have that golden glow, but they'll have everything else.
By defeating...
Okay, I'm really, really stupid. I did not mean to do that. But anyway, I'll show you guys everything else. You get Arena of the Fates, Titan difficulty, which is what I did. Challenge of the Titans. Arena of the Fates is you can make your own challenges. I'll show it off in a bit. Urns of Power. I'm gonna go over that. These are hints for all the costumes, actually, how you get them. This is how I actually got the cutscene for failing the Atropos part of the Sisters of Fate, and then there's credits, and then there's in-game movies, high resolution format. Well, the story format still shows everything, regardless. It's kind of weird. I'll go into Arena of the Fates, which is how you can practice on enemies. And I'll show off some things. Now you can pick health as an infinite, we'll go with that. Magic's infinite, Titan's Rage infinite. You can choose difficulty actually, which is interesting. You can choose the backdrop. This is, I think, the same as some of Destiny. Not sure about that. This is the Barbarian's background. I think this is some sort of lava-like background, kind of like the underground. And then random. You can choose literally any enemy you want. You can even choose a citizen, so I think they don't even appear. Let's go with Beast Lord. We'll go with Cyclops Breeder. Yeah, let's go with Cyclops Brute. Music is some sort of generic stuff. You can basically max out everything if you want. This is going off my file. I think, yeah, this is actually off my first Titan file. Not the one I used for the Let's Play. I don't know what's going on with that. Because I know I got that unless I forgot or something. Because I actually forget them anyway. This gives you infinite magic. This gives you 10 extra red orbs. This is infinite rage of the Titans. This I think actually extends the time, huh? I thought it was gives you the ability to do the slow down time thing anywhere. You're gonna notice this. I'm gonna demonstrate that. Curtis sadly does not actually scream out his taunt, which is a shame. And I'll keep Urn of Gaia on. It also is, as you're noticing, increasing the time for everything, for my combos and everything, which is great. I'm going to show also that bonus skill. Give me 1 second. Yeah, Mutilation is actually what you get. It counts as dismember kill. It's kind of weird, but it's the thing. And I'll show off maxing out the Blade of Olympus. It takes a long time, but since you'll have the infinite the orb thing, it works. I'm also going to show off Divine Sacrifice. So give me 1 second, I'll be right back, and then I'll show you guys what everything is like. Alright, we've got enough for maxed out Blade of Olympus. I'll show off the Sphere of Destiny next. Anger of the Gods. Now this is basically, I'll show off what I'll explain. Divine Attribution, Absolution I've already shown. Divine Sacrifice drains all orbs from enemies near you. Anger of the Gods basically is, like every attack has a Divine Retribution, albeit a weaker one. Like you see here, it's getting me orbs. And there's the Divine Retribution. Very useful weapon on New Game Plus. And it's just awesome overall. You do get to use it in God of War 3. So there's that. It will probably be too powerful to have in standard play. And then next I'll show off the Atlas Quake. So maxed out, it does this with circle and then a second strike. When you have it at level 2, it does the same thing, but you can't really control it. And it's really, really weak and frankly total shit. Anyway, let's go for Spirit of Destiny next. Fortunate Remains. I'm gonna have to wait a bit to get it at level 3, so give me 1 second, I'll be back. Alright, let's level this up and I'll show Altering Slash as well. Let's see. You have the switch as well. So Spear of Destiny, Piercing Shards Air. I don't actually know what Spear of Destiny really does off the top of my head. Let's just get this out. So there's that. I think that's like basically like an explosion I can combine. And you also get the magic orbs. Causing like an explosion, kind of like the core of Chronos Rage. Again, it's still an okay weapon. I'm just not a fan of it. And then, what I'm probably going to show off next is everything from Typhon's Bane. Because I never really showed, I just showed off Lethal Vortex. Give me 1 second. Alright, so that's level 2 Typhon's Bane. That's level 3. And then last is the Barbarian Hammer. Also, I actually had to correct something. Herb of the Gorgons is basically all of Kratos' attacks will cause enemies to turn to stone on contact. Interesting. I don't know how I forgot in my playthrough, but maybe this is actually taking my regular playthrough, my hard difficulty playthrough into account. Anyway. You shoot much faster. And there's that. And there's a Cyclone. You can charge up attacks. And do that strong one. And then there's this. I'm just going to show this off. This is one of the best things to do with Real's head. The gaze. Now, last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show off the Barbarian Hammer. its final attack. That gets a level 3 only. Alright, Barbarian Hammer's maxed out. Now, Soul Summon is, I've already gone over, and I also used it in my playthrough. You summon one soul. I think now you can summon multiple souls, and now when you press... I forgot to switch it. Now you do this, and I did not mean to do that. Okay. Now you can't block, so I forgot about that. Now you press L1 circle and you can summon a whole bunch of spirits. I think you can summon more now as well, or not. That's all there is to it, really. You can go back to the arena as well, but that's all there is really to it. I mean, if you guys want, I could show you extra features that are on the bonus DVD. It's also on the bonus disc of this, actually. I think it's in the XMB menu, or is that God of War 1? I know one of the games had an XMB menu, and the other one didn't. And that's about it for my Let's Play, though. That's all I could really show off. I kind of wish I could show off that thing with the Gorgon, but I fucked up and I didn't really anticipate that. And I also didn't really mean to actually go into New Game Plus. But, I did, so whatever. Regardless, thanks again for watching, everyone. I'll see y'all for God of War 3 and Ratchet & Clank Up Your Arsenal.